Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome again, and for the first time, if you weren't with us last night, to the 2016 Fall Conference. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our MC for today, my mentor in beginning MC, Patrick Stevenson, DTM.
Thank you, Karen. One slight caveat, I need to put an F in front of that DTM. Still have a little bit to do, so I would call myself a future DTM. Well, these must be the die-hard Toastmasters fans. 8 a.m. Saturday morning, you guys were here bright and early, sharp. After this morning's program, I expect you all to tell everyone else what they missed. They should have been here, and they were not. How many of you heard the outcome of the game? Oh. What a squeaker. What a nail biter. That's what we want for the playoffs. We just want a slightly different outcome. How many of you know how long it's been since the Cubs have been to the World Series?
71 years.
I heard it multiple times. 71 years. 1945. Can you believe it? That was the last time they were there. And it got me wondering, what else happened in that year? That was a long time ago. Now, I am guessing everyone's heard this story. The curse of the Billy Goat. That's why they have not been back. The goat that was denied a seat during the World Series led to the curse that the Cubs will never return to the World Series. Well, here they are. What else happened in 1945?
The end of the war.
Exactly! End of World War II. That was when the generation we call the greatest generation convinced the world that good will always triumph over evil. But you know, there's a few things that happened in 1945 that not everyone may remember. For example, this young man made his public debut at the age of 10 at the Mississippi and Alabama Fair and Dairy Festival. He was an unknown then, not Jimmy. You're going to recognize him. He went on to be one of the most well-known singers in history.
Frank Sinatra.
The second most well-known singer in history. Also in 1945, in a very, very strange precursor to recent history, an airplane crashed into the Empire State Building. Of all the odds. This one, Betty Oliver. She was an elevator operator in the Empire State Building at that time, and she was injured in the crash, of all the luck. When the rescuers were lowering her down in the elevator, the cable snapped. And Betty went on to set the still-standing world record for the longest fall in an elevator and still surviving it to 75 floors. And rumor has it that when she woke up in the hospital and the doctors explained to her what happened, she then went on to popularize the question, "Are you kidding me?" Now, if Betty had been a Toastmaster, she would have had a contest speech. What else happened in 1945? Aha! These 5 planes are just like the 5 planes flying out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They were lost in the Bermuda Triangle, 1945. Everyone had known the Bermuda Triangle as a place where ships were lost at sea, but now airplanes were also fair game. And that elevated the Bermuda Triangle to a legend of epic proportions. Not only were these 5 planes lost, but the plane that went out to search for them was lost. However, a set of deep-sea explorers found this wreckage in 1991. They found part of one of the planes. 46 years later, what does that tell you? That tells you that it is easier to find a plane at the bottom of the Bermuda Triangle than it is for the Cubs to make their way back to the World Series. This is my way of segregating the audience. The Cubs fans are How can he say that? Of course, the Southsiders are like, damn straight. There he must be a Southsider. What else happened in 1945? How many of you guys recognize this man? Raise your hand if you do. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, about 10. If you think this is Walt Disney, put your hand back down. I see one hand go down. This is Ted Blanding. Ted Blanding had a big act to follow. He was the first executive director of Toastmasters after Ralph Smedley. That's a tough act to follow. How do you follow someone who establishes a nationwide organization for personal growth? Well, Ted thought of a couple things. Under his domain, he took the Toastmasters magazine and made it into a monthly publication. That magazine we all get every month, that was turned monthly by Ted. But his advisor said, you know, Ted, that may not be enough to leave a legacy. You need to do something bigger. And through his efforts, a year after he was instated, Toastmasters formed their first international district, District 18 in Scotland. And you never know, had they not branched out like that, had they not started the wave of international districts, we may not have District 82. And our very special guest this weekend, Distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon, second Vice President for Toastmasters International, hails from this very district because of what was started in 1945. And now you know the rest of the story. Now we're at the point where I want to introduce some very special people in the district. A few people that have been leading our district, putting their hearts and souls into making this district work. But this is an introduction that requires a little background music. So Ruben, if you wouldn't mind queuing up. Help me out. Toastmasters International has decided to split us into 2 districts. So this year we are blessed not only with a trio, but with a quintet. 5 of the finest Toastmasters you will ever meet are on a mission from God to lead us into history. So let's start off the big Chicagoland welcome with our district director, my good friend, distinguished Toastmaster, Ivory Gwynn. Our directors of program quality, distinguished Toastmasters, Cassandra Lee and Iqbal Acha. And our directors of club growth, distinguished Toastmasters, Bill Murill and Tiffany Howard. Ivory. Oh, hold on. Sorry. One more. There we go. Got it.
That's a shocker to me because I don't remember taking that picture. How you guys doing out there? I am so excited to be here today. We had a great time last night. I need these shades. We have a lot in store for you today. We have our international vice president, second vice president here. And we have educational sessions. We have a lot in store. So to get this party started, we're going to welcome you. I welcome you, and let the party start.
All right, thank you, Ivory. Ladies and gentlemen, you may disembark the stage. Continue your mission. Do we have in the room our facilities chair? Ah, yes. She has arranged for some activities for our first timers today, and I'd love to have her share with us how they're going to work. Michaela?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michaela, and I'm the facilities chair. Miss Stella Lawrence, who is our conference chair, was crazy enough to ask me to help her out.
We go, Stella!
On all of your tables, you should have seen a Toastmasters D30 bingo. So if you haven't already looked at it, take a peek at it. And this will be going on through the entire day. However, if you win and you get to bingo, and I say the first maybe 5, maybe 10 people, we'll put you in a raffle. And Ivory will decide later on that raffle is going to be. But as you take a look at it, you'll go around throughout the day and you'll see someone that went to a Cubs game. Make sure you get their signature in that box. Then you'll see someone that's a DTM. Make sure you get their signature in that box. And make sure you ask them how they became a DTM. And then someone that's maybe wearing TM gear. Maybe they have a shirt on that says Toastmaster. Or maybe they have a booklet in front of them that's a Toastmaster gear booklet. Member of a new club. We want to make sure that we welcome them in. So this is a chance for you to meet some other people that maybe you haven't met in the room before. And to continue meeting and learning about the other folks that you know as well. All about friendship and all about connection. So if you have any questions, please come and see me. Again, fill it out. Just get bingo any which way, and you'll get a raffle ticket. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Michaela. And now it's my pleasure to move us on to the next segment of our program. Oops. We have a series of educational sessions this morning that I hope all of you have signed up for. And we have a special treat. Each of the presenters is going to give you a little bit of an intro into what their session is about so you know what you have to look forward to, starting with Matthew Fox. But I hear we have someone standing in on Matthew's behalf. April?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew gives his apologies. He is on his way, but let me share with you about his presentation, which will be starting at 10:30 in the Grove Room. If you look at your agenda, you'll see that his presentation is called Leadership Lessons from Adventure Racing, Getting Messy and Making Progress. So as the landscape of business and industry changes, leaders are asked to do new things, novel ways to address changes in the marketplace. But those lessons that he has learned in his life as an adventure racing are going to be transferable to leaders, whether it's in your own personal or professional realms. So if you're looking to decide which educational session you may want to attend, give that one a consideration. Again, it's Leadership Lessons from Adventure Racing, Getting Messy and Making Progress. Thank you very much, Mr. MC.
Thank you, Paul. Next, do we have Sharon Giles in the room? Hi, here, I see Sharon. Sharon has learned a valuable lesson in Toastmasters. She's demonstrating something you learn as a veteran. Sit in the back of the room so you maximize the amount of applause that you get. I do that every chance I can. Sharon?
All right, fellow Toastmasters. How many times have you heard them drop this gavel? I know that that seed of DTM has been planted deep into your heart and your soul. Today, come and visit me on the road again. Just can't wait to get that DTM. You know you want it.
Well, we're not done yet. Do we have Barbara in the room? I heard a whoop there. That means a yes.
How can I top Sharon? Oh my God. Okay, well, before you get to DTM, you had to start in Toastmasters. I will be teaching the new members orientation to learn the track, learn your goals, what you want to do in Toastmasters. So come on in before you get on the road again. Let's get started on the road again.
Thank you, Barbara. Who is next? Do we have Colonel Joe?
Thank you. You just got your first lesson. How to be interactive with your audience. So if you'd like to make some money speaking, come to my presentation. I'm going to show you how to excite, how to engage, and how to enthrall an audience. See you there.
Now, one more. Can I call Mutiat up to the stage?
How many of you have had a lag in your Toastmasters journey? You're here. How many of you need to know the secret on how to move forward after you get stuck in that valley of indecision? What do I speak about next? How do I speak about it? Come and join me in my interactive session where you will be put to work and you will learn the key steps to get you to your Triple Crown, DTM, CC, or whatever way you're moving. Come and join me. I'm going to teach you how to bang.
Thank you, Mutiat. So 5 educational sessions. That's a tough choice. All right. That brings us to our morning's very, very special guest. Deepak has been traveling all around Chicago with our district governor for the past few days, visiting clubs, recognizing amazing achievements, of which he himself has led his district to being one of the top districts, if not the top district in the world, multiple times. District 82 is always at the top of the list, and I think you have a lot to learn from this gentleman today. So please help me welcome to the stage, Second Vice President for Toastmasters International, Distinguished Toastmaster, Deepak Menon.
I need to take these